What is going on, everybody? It's King Karan with another Flare content for you guys. As you can see, I'm still in Greece. I'm still enjoying the nice weather, but I need to lock in for you guys because I will talk about Ripple. And this, ladies and gentlemen, when this becomes reality, that 5 billion, what Hugo was talking about, will be surpassed like a hot knife through butter. Like, this is once that comes in, that's a game changer. And I want to explain to you what can be the scenario for Ripple. Because obviously Ripple has around 36 billion in escrow locked up. Every single month they release a billion, and the majority of that amount or everything goes back into escrow once they don't need it. So they only use the XRP for certain fundings, for marketing or something like that. Once it's unlocked, and then the remaining of that amount, they just put it back into escrow. But there are also months that they're not using anything. So that 1 billion unlocks, and that 1 billion goes back into escrow, and then it locks up again. And that's like the mistake a lot of people make because every single month they're getting worried and there is some account posting about it like, oh, 1 billion unlocks, and then everybody worries. Like, it's just like they have a fish brain. They don't even like every single month they know like, oh yeah, okay, it's the escrow, and then all of a sudden next month they all go crazy again. Like, it's just a never repeating cycle from a lot of people. They will not learn at all. Like, they just see that news, they go crazy, and they obviously want to make sure that people are interacting with that post and there is something, hey, there is something going on here, the 1 billion, what is going on? Well, you should have known. Every single month they release it, some amount they take just for marketing, just for something else if it comes to Ripple, because Ripple is a company, folks. Ripple is a company. They need to fund certain things. They need to fund campaigns, they need to pay their people. It just is what it is. And then they got the majority back into escrow again, and then it locks up and no one talks about it. So it's such a funny thing, right? Every month people talks about it. Oh, it's getting released again. What is going on? Guys, get ready for a dump. No, nothing's happening. And this is happening every month. And every month people gets crazy. But just like I said, they are taking XRPs from escrow if they really need it, if they put that to use. Well, Flare is a way to put your extra piece to use. So why not get that 1 billion every single month and put it into Flare network to earn yield? I would not say everything. I would just say give like some plan, like let's say 200 million every month. I mean, I would love to see that 1 billion, but Ripple is kind of careful. They're going to start with like 100 million, 200 million. And then once they see the benefits from it, they're about to do it more and more. Because just like I said, folks, they are getting that from the escrow when they are really going to use it, just like for marketing, just like for certain campaigns. But if you're on the Flare network, you also can put your extra piece to work. So why not using that 1 billion and earning yield on the Flare network? And what I'm saying here is not something crazy. Because I'm about to show you that Hugo is talking about it. Hugo is saying, hey, Ripple will have an IPO eventually, and it would be nice if they earn yield on top of that, of these escrowed amounts, that 1 billion every single month. And it would be easier for them to get an IPO. Way easier. They get more money. They get more money by using Flare's tech. Just like everybody else will use Flare's tech. Exchanges will use Flare's tech. Financial institutions will use Flare's tech. And we, as investors, will also utilize Flare's tech, which we are right now. delegating, we're doing so many things, right? But it will be a game changer when Ripple is going to be involved. I've been talking about this for months, folks, and now Hugo is talking about it. He is kind of like, yeah, it will be great if that happens. And we all know if Hugo starts to talk about something, it's not some conspiracy, it's a real thing. So the fact that he opened his mouth about it opens the door for that possibility, folks. Think about it. 1 billion every single month up until it's 36 billion. That 5 billion, what Hugo said at the beginning of 2026 or mid 2026, just like I said, folks, it's going to get way earlier. That goal of 5 billion is going to get way earlier, guys. When you have exchanges, they don't want a limited cap, they don't want a 20 million cap. They want to have unlimited cap or at least a couple million. So they can facilitate this whole new way for people to earn yield with their XRPs on their exchange. Because you're going to have millions of users going to, obviously, they are trading and they get the opportunity to turn their XRPs into FXRP while they don't even know about it. They just have a button, earn yield right now, and they click on it and that's it. They just earn it just like that by the use of Firelight. And Firelight is actually going to be the one that will sparkle that. That's why it's called Firelight. It's literally going to light up that fire for F assets. Because if you look at what Firelight is doing, it's actually making it easier for people to earn staking rewards by holding STXRP. And also with that, you can do a lot more. You can make money, you can earn yield, you can participate, you can lend, you can borrow with STXRP. So Firelight makes it easier for the users, for the financial institutions, for the exchanges to utilize Flare's tech. And we're going to talk about this way more. And probably in the next couple of videos, I will go more in depth about Firelight. But as of right now, we're talking about Ripple, and I will show you what Hugo said right now.
um, XRP holders. It's
Yeah.
really means that more people want to hold the token, right? That's
Mhm.
a really nice thing. And I think overall it could be beneficial for Ripple. I mean, if I'm sitting on the amount of XRP that Ripple is sitting on, I probably would like to be able to get yield on it.
Exactly. Yeah. Why not?
Especially if one day I'd like to do an IPO.
Ah, yeah, yes. We must bring that up, of course, which is, it's coming. I think it's just a matter of time.
Straight from the horse's mouth, ladies and gentlemen. And just like I said, if he is going to say something, he's very careful with certain things. He cannot say certain things. When I asked him about the demand of Flare, like, hey, once we have exchanges and this and that all on board using Flare's tech, what do you see? Right? And he could not say much. And even if he couldn't say much about that, imagine now he's talking about that Ripple should actually, yeah, it would be smart to earn yield. Hey, would be really smart for them to do it. That shows that there is a huge possibility for that to happen. And just like I said, for months and months, that Ripple has already been involved with Flare. Ever since the beginning, when Flare started its seed funds, their first round, Ripple was involved. Ripple was backing Flare. So it's not that they don't really have, like, they already had a big partnership because obviously they are using the XRP ledger, right, as a part of it for certain things into the F asset system. So they already have a collaboration. And the last big firework should be Ripple coming out and saying, hey, we are going to earn yield on Flare network. And if Ripple is doing that, I know the XRP community, they're very skeptical and as they should. But once they see Ripple earning yield, financial institutions earning yield, exchanges also. That should tell you enough how safe this whole decentralized system also is. If it comes to earning yield in a decentralized way. And once the XRP community are starting to open their eyes even more and they see Ripple using Flare's tech, you're going to see a lot of people from the XRP community using Flare's tech, turning their XRP into FXRP and making sure that they are participating and making money on the Flare network. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. Make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video, and I'll see you guys next time.